A lot of piano students think that learning Chopin needs to be difficult, and there's good reason why. A lot of his pieces are meant for upper intermediate to pretty advanced because there's a lot of technical things going on. But not all of them are all that difficult, and today I'm actually going to show you the ones that I recommend you start with if you are in your beginner stages, you've learned how to play with both hands, and you're ready to learn your first pieces by Chopin. So let's get right on to it. Okay, the first piece we're going to be talking about today is Prelude number 4 in E minor. Actually, a lot of the preludes by Chopin are on the easier side. Certainly, there's more in this selection that you're going to be able to play than, say, nocturnes or the other types. But why this piece is a good choice. It doesn't require much hand coordination between both hands, has fairly simple rhythms, and it's fairly short in length. It's only one page. I could learn this in about a day, but it might take you a few days. But one page is manageable, and that's what the theme of tonight is, or today is that these pieces are manageable. It's not something you're going to be able to learn in your first week or even your first month, but these are definitely the first pieces you want to start with by Chopin. So taking a look here, a lot of the great things you can take a look here at. We have only one sharp, F sharp, so we're in the key of E minor. The rhythms, as you can see as I'm playing, are very simple. And it's really just, dotted half notes versus eighth notes. And these pieces especially are really good at practicing and singing out the melody in one or the other hand. You'll see in one of the preludes we'll talk about in a minute, the melody is on the left hand instead of the right hand. But romantic music, which is the time period Chopin composed in, is meant for these very long singable melodies. So it's a really good opportunity to practice that because you can really apply that to almost any type of music. You should always be playing out your melodies anyways. Let's get on to the next selection. Okay, the next selection, what we're talking about tonight, is the Prelude in B minor. Now, why is this a good piece to choose? Well, it doesn't have tuplets or polyrhythms. If you don't know what that is basically when you have like eighth notes in one hand and then septuplets in another. You have 7 broken down by 2, and it's very, very difficult to count. It takes a lot of time and a lot of practice to get these right, and luckily none of the pieces I'm talking about tonight have those, which is why they are much more manageable than the others. But let's take a look at some of the other features. We have fairly easy key signature once again, B minor. We only have 2 sharps this time. And it has a fairly easy, simple rhythms again, and it also, again, gives you practice singing out that melody, and once again, it's fairly short like all the ones we're talking about tonight. So let me show you on the piano what this one's going to be like. Like I said, there's a lot more focus on the left hand in this piece, and that really gives you the opportunity to play the melody out in the left hand. Let me start again. As you can see, another easy one. There are some more accidentals in this one than the other. As you'll see, as we go through the list, they go from most easy to least easy, but overall, like I said, they are manageable. So let's get on to the next prelude. Okay, next is Prelude number 7. As I said, a lot of these preludes are good for beginners. to start out with. And then why this piece is a good choice is, one, it's repetitive. Two, there's no tuplets or polyrhythms again. And three, as you'll see right here, it is a very, very short. So let's take a look at this one. This one has a little bit more going on in terms of moving hand position, things like that. But like I said, it's very, very short, and you could learn it in a fairly short amount of time. You'd probably just have to go slow and watch out for all the things going on. Okay, and there was that one. A very sweet and softer piece than some of these other pieces, which tend to have a darker feel. So let's get on to the final piece that we're going to be talking about tonight. Next, we're talking about the Nocturne in G minor. Why is this a good choice? Well, the nocturnes are, in general, more difficult than the other pieces we talked about, which were preludes. But this one is definitely the first nocturne you want to start with. And it's really around the same level, I feel, than those preludes. And it's a great introductory to the nocturne. So let's take a look at it. Okay, here we have the nocturne. It has very simple chords. You're really just playing chords with the left hand and then changing that with like a note, an octave below it. And that's really all you do with the left hand. I mean, the chords change a little bit, but it's a very simple rhythm, as you can see. Once again, the key signature is fairly easy, 2 flats. So if you're new to key signatures, that's probably the way you want to go. Again, it gives you a lot of practice singing out the melody, again, with the right hand. And it's also a very pleasant piece to play and listen to. So let's give a couple of lines of this a try. All right, I'm going to play it one more time. I actually was looking at the chat for a second, so hold on. So there you go. There is the beginning of the Nocturne. It's only about, what is it, 3 pages, so it is a little bit longer. A little more, it's almost 4 pages actually, so it's quite a bit longer than the other ones. You definitely would want to practice the other pieces we talked about tonight, the preludes, first before playing this one. So let's get on to the next section of the video. All right, students, if you don't know by now, I have a website, pianolessonsontheweb.com, and I'm going to tell you why you want to go over there. Well, if you like what you see over here on YouTube, you know, you're thinking, I really like these videos, I'm really getting a lot out of these lessons, you definitely want to check out the website, because over there I have over 25 courses, music courses that I've made, designed to help you learn a lot more about piano music. There's stuff, a great review for beginners, but there's also a lot of content for intermediate and advanced students, stuff that I have not and may never cover on the YouTube channel, at least in the detail I do over here on the website. So it comes with the same types of instructional video, the same styles of videos that you see from the channel, but along included is printable sheet music examples, assignments, real sheet music to play, and a lot of other things to really enhance your learning much beyond what you can get out of the YouTube channel here. Let me show you a little bit more about it. Okay, first thing is feel free to click Browser Courses to take a look at all the courses we have to offer. Like I said, you can learn a lot more about than just piano. You can learn about piano, music theory, you can learn about rhythm. As you can see, there's a lot of courses for each of these: rhythm, improvisation, sight reading, and ear training. Basically anything you need to become a well-rounded musician, you can find over there. If you want to, you can buy courses individually if you want, but you will get a deal if you get one of the course packs. So the course packs, the beginner's pack, which I recommend if you have only seen some of my YouTube videos or you still consider yourself a beginner. This has the 4 core courses that I feel you need to become a true legitimate beginner at piano. So you want to check these out. You get these 4 courses for a good deal at $39.99, which is, the courses individually are $29.99. So you can check that out. But there's also a lot of courses, like I mentioned, for intermediate students. As you can see, this pack has 9 courses, so there's a lot there to keep you learning after you finish the beginner's pack. There's an advanced pack as well, and you can also get the all-course access for an even better deal. I'm going to let you in on a secret because you have come out and joined us for a lesson today. You'd use code YouTube during checkout to get an additional 15% off of any purchase of courses or course pack. So I just wanted to let you know about that because, like I said, if you like what you see over here on the YouTube channel, you're really going to like it over here on the website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. Okay, if you liked our lesson tonight and you want to learn a lot more about famous composers and the pieces that they have composed, you definitely want to check out this playlist I have for you. What are you waiting for? Highly, highly recommended stuff right here. You will learn far more about these composers. So thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next lesson. This has been Tim from Lessons on the Web. Thanks for coming out once again.